Recently, Saudi Arabia has begun promoting the Super Golf League, a proposed new league that uses money from the Public Investment Fund, which is a sovereign wealth fund of Saudi Arabia. They hired Phil Mickelson and Greg Norman to promote the league. In this video, we're going to be covering how the two have been promoting the league, along with other fascinating golf news. Thanks for tuning in. First, we'll talk about how Greg Norman has promoted the league. To the disapproval of many, Greg Norman is pretending to be ignorant of the fact that Saudi Arabia has one of the most repressive regimes on earth. Their human rights violations are pervasive, to say the least. Norman upset countless fans when he explained that he did not believe in human rights violations. He explained that because he was given a tour of Saudi Arabia and had seen women in restaurants, that the accusations against the regime were wrong. According to any credible sources, the reality of Saudi Arabia is grim, to say the least. Up now, let's talk about the harsh realities of the Saudi regime. Saudi Arabia has one of the worst track records when it comes to human rights. They have public beheadings, stone homosexuals to death, and have sponsored at least one murder in the journalist Jamal Khashoggi. Khashoggi was an outspoken critic of the Saudi regime and was living in Istanbul, Turkey. He was called to the Saudi consulate in order to get a marriage license, where he was killed, dismembered, and had his body hidden so that no one would be able to prove they killed him. What they hadn't planned on was Turkey bugging their offices and people connecting the dots of Jamal's disappearance with worldwide interest. It would later be revealed that a 15-man team flew in at different times in order to kill him, dismember him, and hide all the evidence. They even went as far as to bring in a body double that wore his clothes out the back door to make it look like Khashoggi had left alive. All of this failed to hide the incredibly dubious act, and the world now knows of the state-sponsored murder of Jamal Khashoggi. Up next, let's talk about what happened with Mickelson's promotion. Mickelson was also promoting the Super Golf League, seemingly acting oblivious to the atrocities, such as that killing of Jamal Khashoggi in 2018. According to a new book, Mickelson spoke candidly about what he really thinks about Saudi Arabia's leadership. Mickelson is quoted as saying, "They're scary mother effers to get involved with. We know they killed Khashoggi and have a horrible record on human rights. They execute people over there for being gay. So knowing all of this, why would I even consider it? Because this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to reshape how the PGA Tour operates. The Saudi money has finally given us leverage. I'm not sure I even want the SGL to succeed, but just the idea of it is allowing us to get things done with the PGA Tour." This shows that Mickelson is obviously not clueless when it comes to the reality of Saudi Arabia. He's a tactician and is using the leverage of Saudi money to get what he wants done with the PGA. It's a smart move on Mickelson's part, and it is an unfortunate circumstance he finds himself in right now, as there is no doubt he believed he was speaking to someone candidly. Whether or not Saudi Arabia will continue to hire Mickelson as a spokesperson is yet to be seen, as it is not known whether or not Mickelson will deny saying these things. Hopefully this will shed some much-needed light on the atrocities committed by Saudi Arabia. Up next, we're going to cover the backlash Phil Mickelson has faced due to his comments. It's truly unfortunate to see Mickelson losing sponsorships over his comments about Saudi Arabia. The fact of the matter is that they are such a financial powerhouse that by simply pointing out facts, Mickelson's sponsors have distanced themselves from the Hall of Famer. A longtime sponsor of Mickelson, KPMG, released a statement in which they said they had mutually agreed to end our sponsorship effective immediately. In response, Mickelson offered a lengthy reply which states, "I have incredible partners and these relationships mean so much more to me than a contract. The last thing I would ever want to do is compromise them or their business in any way, and I have given all of them the option to pause or end the relationship as I understand it might be necessary given the current circumstances." Another sponsor since 2004, Callaway Golf, said in a press release, "Callaway does not condone Phil Mickelson's comments, and we were very disappointed in his choice of words. They in no way reflect our values or what we stand for as a company. Phil has since apologized, and we know he regrets how he handled recent events. We recognize his desire to take some time away from the game and respect that decision. At this time, we have agreed to pause our partnership and will reevaluate our ongoing relationship at a later date." Although Callaway's approach wasn't as harsh as some of the other sponsors, their response shows just how much Saudi money means to businesses around the world. And now, in golf news, Eric Compton will be celebrating 30 years since his first of 2 heart transplants. The 42-year-old Miami native has been a professional golfer since 2001. Having had many doctors tell him his sports career was over, Compton has defied odds and maintained an illustrious career in golf. He's made the PGA Tour 4 times since 2016 and shows no signs of slowing down just yet. He tried for second at the 2014 US Open and has made over $4 million in his golfing career. Compton has stated that he feels great, and with an incredible clubhead speed and ball speed, he believes he can still compete with the best. Our hats are off to Eric, as we are astonished that he has been performing the way he does after surviving such adversity. Way to go, Eric. Also in golf news, the spring season will be kicking off down south with Yale's golf team going up against Georgia Southern University in a singles match event. Yale is ranked 116 and GSU is ranked 72. The two teams will be facing off at the Ohoopee Match Club on Sunday, February 27. The two teams will play 2 rounds of singles competition and will be going at it until one of them scores 8.5. After going against Georgia Southern University, the Yale Bulldogs will return south as they compete in the Wake Forest International from Monday, March 7th to Tuesday, March 8th. After Wake Forest, they will play at Pinehurst, number 2, where the 2014 US Open took place. After Pinehurst, they'll travel west to attend the University of California San Diego Invitational on Monday, March 21st and Tuesday, March 22nd. The Bulldogs are eager to start their season, and we, the fans, are right there with them. In other golf news, Prince Andrew has recently had his membership revoked at the prestigious Royal Golf Club. According to Richard Eden of the Daily Mail, the Prince, who was accused of sexually abusing Virginia Giuffre in connection with Jeffrey Epstein, will suffer greatly from this snub. The club, known as Royal Dornach, can have its roots traced all the way back to 1616 and had its royal status given to it in 1906 by King Edward VII. The Prince is known to be an avid golfer and even has a single-digit handicap. The case against Prince Andrew has now been settled out of court for $12 million, a staggering amount of money that points to his guilt. In some lighter golf news, Beau Hossler has made a name for himself since being a junior golfer. The 26-year-old recently made comments about how he thinks it's easier to play harder courses. He stated, "I think it's easier, in my opinion, when you play a harder course. I even still prefer to play harder courses because there's way more to it than just like me go hit like driving range shots. You have to play the game. You have to be smart. You have to strategize. You have to miss in the right places. I think that starts to like narrow down the amount of players that can really contend." His opinion is not a common one, but one could see the merit in his views. Hossler was a star at the University of Texas and played on the 2015 Walker Cup team. He also led the 2012 US Open, which took place at the Olympic Club up until midway of the second round. Although he ended up finishing T29, he's still young in his career and being ranked as high as 64th in the world already. His career is one many fans are watching with great interest. Thanks for tuning into our video on the crazy backlash Mickelson has received for his quotes about Saudi Arabia. We hope you're following the story as closely as we are, as it is a drama that is still unfolding. Remember to tune in to the matches between Yale and GSU on Sunday, the 27th of February. We hope everybody watching has a wonderful rest of your day. Take care.